What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of We Have Bad Opinions. What's going on, Seth?
Oh, nothing much.
Nothing
Just
much.
having bad opinions over here.
Just chilling.
Yeah,
with
just chilling with
your
them.
bad opinions.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
What have you been watching?
Well, I am on the last season of regular show, so
Heck yeah.
that's pretty sick. I'm pretty sad that it's ending, but oh well.
Yeah.
I could just restart it, just like how I did with The Office. I watched like half of the new Mummy movie, but walked out because my girlfriend was not having a good time.
Yeah, and it really wasn't. I mean, I was with them and I stayed for the whole thing. It wasn't much of anything. I mean, it got scary, but like it was too scary compared to the plot. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it was a bad thing walking out. It wasn't very good.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna start watching Invincible pretty soon.
Heck of a time to start.
Heck of a time to start right after season 4?
Yes. Season 4 just ended.
Yep.
And it's pretty good.
Yep, I'm pretty excited about it. I just re-downloaded Amazon Prime on my phone, so I can watch it pretty quick.
Yep.
What else have I been watching? I've been watching the Titanic. Spoilers for what we're talking about today, but you already read the title, so.
I have also been watching Invincible. I'm caught up. I'm probably gonna start reading the comics soon.
Nice.
Just because I love the characters, and I don't think I can go a full year without another season of the show.
You're just gonna turn into like those weird fans on Instagram that just.
I don't think I'm gonna make any Invincible brain rot.
I think you should. I think you should start.
I think I could make some pretty funny ones. Like
Probably.
I mean, it's bouncing around in my head all the time.
Yeah, so that's good.
Other than that, I've been still weekly watching The Boys. This season's not been the greatest so far.
Uh-oh.
Like, it's not been as good as the past seasons, but, I mean, I think there's still 4 episodes left, so hopefully they can stick the landing. They also recently canceled Gen V, which I was not happy about because the second season ended on a cliffhanger.
Rats.
But
they're giving us the like Transformers Prime treatment.
They are.
Or Spectacular Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. And then I just recently finished the first season of Iron Fist because I am watching through all of the Netflix shows to have all the background knowledge needed for Daredevil Born Again, because that's how obsessive I am about superheroes. I need all the background knowledge.
I'm rolling my eyes at him.
You should, because it's not. Iron Fist was rough.
Yep.
And I am.
You knew it. What I warned you.
Yeah, but I want the background knowledge because he's already been seen on set for the 3rd season of Daredevil Born Again. So
nice.
I need to know who he is.
You're reaching for your drink.
I'm also almost done with the only season of the Defenders, which is the show where like all of them come together.
Yeah.
And fight the Hand.
Off-brand Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's been okay so far, and then I'm going to start The Punisher after that. I'm pretty excited about that.
Nice. Gonna watch the new Punisher special that they're coming out with pretty soon?
Eventually, yes.
I think that'll be pretty cool.
I've just put it on the end of my like watch order for the Defenders, so I'll watch that like after. That will be the last thing that I watch, unless they release more things before I get there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's what we've been watching. We have a comment to talk about.
Woohoo!
Our first comment to talk about. This comes from Jut Bishop, and it says, "Can we get a Big Trouble in Little China episode?"
Sure.
Yeah. We'll put it on the list. It may be a little bit before we get to it because our list is kind of lengthy.
That's okay.
Maybe a couple weeks, but it is on the list. We will try our best to get that episode done.
Yeah. I've never seen that movie, so.
I've seen it once. It was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Kurt Russell action movie from the 90s, I believe.
Yeah.
It was decent.
Yeah. Hopefully it's good.
But, do you want to do the summary today, or do you want me to do it?
I can do it.
Okay, you do it.
So, we're going to be talking about the Titanic today, the movie, the James Cameron movie from 1997.
Yes.
See, I knew it.
1997.
Yes.
Titanic.
A ship sinks.
Really?
Yep. That's
Dude, I must have missed that part.
the part that takes almost 2 hours.
I must have had to go to the bathroom or something. Somewhere like they were on the ship. Like Jack said, he was the king of the world, and then like Jack died. Like
Apparently, yeah.
I just missed whatever happened between that.
Yeah. Well, in more actual detail, I mean, it's kind of like a rags versus riches story.
Yeah.
Jack Dawson, Leo DiCaprio, is this like poor orphaned boy, and he somehow weasels his way onto the Titanic, which is not. It's not unheard of. Some people actually did do that.
Yeah, I mean, he gambled for his ticket, right? Yeah.
But he gets on the ship and he meets Rose Dawson, or Rose. What's her actual last name? Because it's not Dawson, because she's freaking stupid. But let's just say Rose.
Yeah, I mean, for most of the movie, she goes by Rose Dawson because
Yeah.
she just takes Jack's last name.
Yeah, but he meets Rose, and she's like this freaking pissy rich girl, and she's kind of cool, maybe.
Yeah. Like once Jack like peels back the outer layer of just her like trying to show herself as being rich.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
But she's engaged to this also pissy rich guy.
He's just awful.
He's just a terrible person.
He's a douche.
And Jack and Rose meet because she's gonna try to jump off a ship, and
yeah, because she does not like being engaged to Cal.
Yeah,
she doesn't. She kind of hates her life. So
yeah, so she's gonna kill herself, and then, or I guess not really kill herself, but that's kind of what was gonna happen.
I mean, yeah, if she had jumped in that water,
she wouldn't have survived.
Yeah.
But and then her and Jack meet. Some shenanigans happen. They get to know each other better. He paints her like one of the French girls, and they have some smecks in the car because why not?
Yep.
And iceberg hits the boat,
and that's when we get to the good part.
And that's when we get to the good part of the movie.
No, I mean the love story's okay, but
I mean
the history nerd in me, likes watching the last like hour that James Cameron meticulously worked on to be.
Well, he meticulously worked on everything.
Like a very accurate depiction of the actual wreck.
But the ship goes down, obviously. Jack and Rose survive the first little bit of it.
I mean, they
were trapped in the bottom of the ship, and then they got back out, and then they were trapped in the bottom of the ship again, and then they got back out, and then they were what's the back of the ship called? The stern?
Yeah, I think
they were on the stern, and when it broke,
tips up,
and then it tips up, and then they go in the water, and somehow they don't get freaking sucked under the water super super deep.
Well, I mean, most of the people didn't.
That's true, but they get on this like door thing, whatever piece of the ship, and there's not enough room on the ship.
Nah, there's definitely enough room.
There's definitely enough.
I'm pretty sure James Cameron himself has said there was room, but
whatever.
The plot needed there not to be enough room.
Yeah, so there wasn't enough room, so Jack
freezes,
stays in the water and freezes to death, and then Rose survives, and then gets on the Carpathia, there it is, and goes to New York. Super sad. She keeps this like super super expensive diamond that the rich guy
heart
gave
of the
her.
Ocean or whatever the diamond's called.
And then,
which is the kind of like the plot point for the whole movie, sort of. It's what the treasure hunters are
trying to look for,
searching for.
It's not like super in your face about it, but like I mean, it's in the background sometimes, and then she keeps it. She marries someone else. The rich guy survived because he weaseled his way onto a life ship because he's a jerk.
I have so many thoughts about him.
But we'll get to those when we
Yep,
get to those.
we'll get to those.
But like, I mean, this is all just this story that she's been telling because she's like freaking old.
Yeah,
and
she's
like
101.
Yeah.
And there's treasure hunters trying to find the diamond.
Yeah. So she was like, "Hey, that's my painting," because they find the sketch.
Yeah, they find
Rose,
the drawing of her.
and they're like, she's like, "Hey, that's me." So she goes and like, this is like at the beginning of the movie, but she's just telling the story about like what she could recall from what was going on, and then at the very, very end, it's revealed that she kept the heart of the ocean. And then she freaking throws it off the ship.
She throws it in the ocean.
Throws it in the ocean.
Instead of giving it... And, like, keep in mind, she's 101.
Yeah.
She's about to die.
Yeah.
Why couldn't she...
She dies like she dies one scene later.
Why couldn't she just give the diamond to Bill Paxton?
Yeah.
What
the heck? Or her granddaughter.
Or her family.
Yeah.
Like...
Freaking...
I get her not wanting to use it. But, like, that thing's worth, at this point...
It was $250 million.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
And that's a relic from the Titanic.
Yeah. Insane.
Which occurred, like, over 70 years ago in the movie.
Yeah.
So, like, give that to your If you don't want the treasure hunters to have it, I get that.
Yeah.
Give it to your family.
Yeah. What the heck?
Like... What are you doing? Yeah, just throw it in the ocean and then go die. Sure.
Yeah. And then she dies, and then she's freaking damned to hell and is stuck in the Titanic forever.
She goes to
That's why I
hate the final scene of
I
movie.
hate that final scene too.
I hate it so much.
But that's my little joke that she's just that's just her hell.
Oh yeah. No, like
she's stuck on the Titanic forever.
Is Cal there?
Probably not.
Cal's there in the afterlife?
That'd be a pretty awkward afterlife.
It would be. We can talk about the last scene later.
Yeah,
but
whatever.
I freaking hate that scene so much.
Well, what do you want to talk about first? Keep in mind, we'll probably talk about the actual shipwreck.
Yeah,
a lot.
Maybe about half and half, like the movie and the actual shipwreck.
Yeah,
because
the shipwreck is super interesting.
Like,
to talk about.
love this movie because of the last hour.
Yeah,
like yeah, the love story's good, the story's good, but the really fun parts to watch are the last hour.
Like the terrible parts.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if fun's the right word.
Yeah,
it's interesting to watch.
It is interesting.
It's cool
to
see it.
I really like the scene, like when they like first spot the iceberg and like they're like, "Oh my gosh!" and like
iceberg.
it is like super stressful, but like does like shots of, like the big pistons moving, and, like because they're like stressing out.
Well, yeah,
obviously.
I mean they were going full speed.
Yeah,
when they hit the iceberg.
Yeah,
so they don't have a lot of time to turn.
Yeah, but they did turn quite a bit.
They did actually turn a lot more than they probably should have been able to.
Yeah, but they were like dead on with the iceberg.
Like
and
realistically, they should have hit that thing dead on and just crumbled.
Yeah, I mean, there are some people like that says like if they did hit it directly, it might not have been as bad.
Oh, it would have been as bad.
I don't know.
Because like the whole reason it was as bad as it was is because the steel was so cold.
That's true. But like the reason it sunk so not quickly, it didn't sink that quickly. But like the reason it sunk as much as it did is because it hit the sides so many times and popped holes.
And the doors that they made.
Yeah.
I have notes about the actual part of the wreck.
Ooh.
Can't remember the name of what those doors were called.
The watertight doors?
Yeah. The watertight doors were there were 15 sections of them in the bottom, and they only went up to E deck.
Yeah.
So the water got above those doors. It got above E deck, and the doors were closed. That system worked. They closed the doors before it would have flooded.
Yeah.
But it jumped over those doors and started flooding the subsequent compartments until the doors did. It
wouldn't have really mattered. Yeah.
Anything. But
the shipwreck is so
but
interesting.
like the steel, like it was so cold that, of course, like the steel's meant to bend. It just shattered because it was so cold.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But yeah,
it could have been avoided.
Talk about the movie. Oh, it so could have been avoided. There's so many things that went wrong.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they didn't send the lifeboats with max capacity was dumb.
Yeah,
but like
I hear a lot of people say like, oh, there should have been more lifeboats on the ship.
More lifeboats wouldn't have really.
That doesn't. There were 2 of them that they didn't launch.
Yeah,
they had 20 and they only launched 18.
Yeah.
So like, yes, had they had,
it was like collapsible E and B didn't go out.
Yeah. If they had time and proper training, sure, maybe more lifeboats would have helped.
Yeah.
But they only got 8, and they did not send them out with full capacity. I think the numbers were like it's like 700 something people were on the lifeboats, and the Titanic had about 2,200.
Yeah.
Which means 1,500 people were on the ship or in the water. Insane. And I think only 6 people got picked up by boats after they went into the water, because only 1 boat went back.
Yeah, which is another thing that
the boat that picked up Rose.
Yeah,
that was the only boat that actually went back to try to see if people were alive.
But like, also like the whole panicking was like also just a huge contributor of like why it failed as much as it did, because like they were trying to keep it on the down low as much as possible,
which kind of came back and bit them.
Yeah, because like
once it actually got out.
Yeah, because like not even that. Once people realized that
once people realized what was happening, it was too late.
Yeah,
and everyone was losing their minds.
Yeah, and like the whole like even the scenes like in the movie, like when everyone's just flipping out, it's just terrifying.
Oh, it is so scary and that's one of the things that, because in my English class in college right now, the theme is the Titanic.
Yeah.
So we had to watch this movie, and we talked a lot about like the symbolism and stuff. And like, I think it's really interesting that they put so much emphasis on the class systems.
Yeah.
Like the
I mean, that's how it was.
But like in the movie, they put so much emphasis on first class versus third class, and how like the first class people got onto the boats way before like most third class people didn't survive.
Yeah.
Like they were held back until first class people were on the boat.
Yeah.
But when the boat starts going down, none of that matters.
Yeah.
People started panicking, and none of that matters.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
all of those barriers that they had put up fell because now it's just people trying to survive.
Yeah, and that's just so scary.
But all the stuff like where they were lowering the boats, the lifeboats, and people from the lower decks
were like jumping
on the boats.
Yeah. Insane.
It's freaky to think about.
I think one of the scariest, like, maybe not the scariest, but like one of the scenes that I'm just like, oh gosh, is when they were like lowering the lifeboats, and they like lowered a lifeboat on top of the other lifeboat. Dude, those things, like the boats by themselves, I think weighed like 1,000 pounds.
But with 30 to 40 people in them.
That's so heavy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
And like, I can't remember if like actually did like fall a little bit onto them, because that also is terrifying.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, so I mean, I think that to get into some of the symbolism that we talked about in English class, I think it's interesting that like the greater story is about treasure hunters trying to find the diamond, and I think like what we kind of talked about is Cameron was under a lot of criticism for making this movie.
Yeah.
Because it seemed to a lot of people that he was profiting off of the tragedy.
I have some things to say about that.
Like that he was using the Titanic for his own gain.
Yeah.
And not accurately honoring the people.
I think he did a great job.
And I think he did a really good job with that. But in the story of the movie, I think he's making fun of Hollywood and himself.
Yeah.
With that crew, because like at the beginning, they're making a documentary so that they can get funding to find the diamond.
Yeah.
But when they're like, as they're making that documentary, they're making fun of themselves.
Yeah.
Because they think it's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see the value in that. And then also, just the characters. Like, Jack is the complete opposite of money. Like, he's trying to pursue art. Like, his whole speech at dinner, where he's talking about, I just live. Like last night I was sleeping in a gutter, and now I'm on the Titanic.
Yeah. Eating
dinner in the first class wing. Like that's just his whole life. He just goes where life takes him. And he's not really concerned with a lot of things. And then Cal is all about his money, all about his reputation. Even when it appears that he cares for Rose, it's more about his reputation than it's actually about Rose.
Yeah, he makes his own luck.
Yeah,
in quotes.
Yeah, like when he's chasing after Rose or trying to get her back from Jack, it's not because he loves Rose.
It's
because he doesn't want his he doesn't want the reputation of having a broken engagement.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to have been engaged to a woman who left him for
steerage.
For a man in steerage.
Yeah.
And just like the contrast of both classes, like the party scene where Jack's eating dinner in first class and then they go down to third class where the real party is. Just the difference in how Rose acts, I think, is very important.
Yeah, 100%.
And one of the things that I really like, and I don't know if you picked up on this or not, but the night after, like the night when Jack saves Rose, when Rose goes back with Cal, Cal gives her the diamond, and then they don't really ever mention what happened after that.
Yeah,
but I think you're supposed to assume that they slept with each other after that, and it's almost because in the next scene, Jack is showing Rose her drawings, and Rose sees the drawings of the prostitutes in France. And for a split second, and the acting from Kate Winslet is really good, because for a split second, she's like appalled by the prostitutes.
Yeah.
And then she remembers what she did the night before.
Yeah.
She kind of slept with Cal in response to getting the diamond.
Yeah.
And they're like the morning after that, when they're having breakfast, Cal says, "I had hoped that you would come to me last night." So I think that's all supposed to run together, that she's done that, and then that also carries on to the fact that she pays Jack to draw her.
Yeah.
So that it's just, there's a lot of that going on where Cameron he's conflicted between true art
and money
and profiting from, because of course you like and the fact that Jack dies, I think, shows too that you can't fully pursue art without gaining profit from it, because you can't survive that way.
Yeah.
But Cal also dies. He shoots himself because his investments in Wall Street failed after the Great Depression.
Yeah.
So you also can't fully pursue money, because that'll get you nowhere. It's Cameron trying to find that balance between art and profiting from art, and that's a thing with cinema in general. Can you consider it art because you're making a profit? It's just it's the thing there that Cameron is trying to hone in on, but like,
I mean, I know this sounds like super, super like sappy, but like I think this movie is a work of art in like how it portrays things, and how, I mean, you mentioned this, and so many people have mentioned this way before us, but like how the attention to detail is, and like all the stuff like they got right, and like, I mean, they got things wrong, don't get me wrong, but like you wouldn't be able to know that.
And there's a lot of things that people say they got wrong because we don't know what really happened.
Yeah.
There's things that Cameron takes a liberty with just to progress the story. Like, there's characters we know who died, but we don't know how they died.
Yeah. Like that one officer that shot himself. Yeah.
That made sense in the plot. But we know he died, we just don't know how he died.
Yeah, and there were gunshots on deck during that time.
Most likely those gunshots were just the crew trying to keep men from getting on, because that happened a lot. Was the crew trying to keep men from getting on lifeboats and firing blanks or firing towards the sea or something,
or just firing up in general. But like there are some things like that, and like I think that's totally fine.
And Captain Smith,
we don't know where he was.
Yeah, but the thing with him walking back into back to the steering wheel, that's great.
Yeah, I like that.
The couple that was spooning in their bed, we know they died. We just don't know where or how.
Yeah,
but that's like,
those were actual people that I think they were seen like leaving the deck or something like that.
Well, and there were multiple accounts of people who just left the deck because they knew it was over.
Yeah, like there wasn't like there's so many things going on, and you're just like, well, this is it.
Oh my! One of the things in this that always hits me the hardest is the mom, reading her kids the bedtime story.
Yeah,
Gosh,
cry
thinking about it.
In steerage, they're in the lower deck
because she's trying to get them to sleep.
Yeah,
so that they're not awake when it happens.
Yeah, like it's crazy. Or like
it gets me every time.
Yeah.
It's just awful.
Yeah, like the whole situation is just such a terrible thing to go through. And like I know there's countless stories of shipwrecks just like this, but like the fact that this is like put on screen and it's so well done.
Yeah, it's just depicted in a way that a lot of these wrecks aren't. So it hits us harder because you can see like
you can read a story
like 1,500 people died on the Titanic. Yeah, that's a lot of numbers, but that's not gonna
put it in perspective.
Hit you as hard as seeing these people, getting attached to these people, and then watching them die.
Yeah, like 100%. Like I not really leading up to this, but like a couple months ago, like I'm always super into the Titanic. I feel like that's just a canon event of life.
I mean, I was too. Yeah. Dude, I went to the museum in Sevierville all the time.
Yeah, and like I went there and got to see a bunch of stuff and got to read a bunch of stuff, and that was super interesting. So then I started watching videos about it because I would have more and more questions about it, and then I found this one guy on YouTube who makes really, really insightful videos. His name is Oceanliner Designs. I'm not sure if I can really say that, but like that's his name.
Yeah, it's fun.
And he makes super great videos. So like I've watched so many videos about the Titanic and like other things like the Lusitania and the Mauritania and all those kinds of things. And like like all these shipwrecks are like super, super terrible, but like you don't really get the sense of scale in a YouTube video.
Yeah.
But like watching this movie is like, oh my gosh. And like there's so much stuff happening. Like the little kid and the dad in the lower decks, and they just get washed away. Like that's insane.
Stuff like that happens.
Stuff like that happened all the time,
all over the ship.
Yeah, and like it's just nuts to think about, though. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think there was anyone in the ship like when it was, or like anybody like actually alive, like in like a little air pocket
that was in the ship?
That was in the ship when it was going down.
When it was going down?
Yeah, because I've heard people ask that question a couple times, and I think it's interesting to think about.
It would have. I don't know how or where they would have to be in the ship for that to happen, but maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't know where an air pocket like that, because a lot of the places on the ship weren't strong enough to withhold the pressure of the water. I mean, I just don't know where they would have been.
Yeah, there's theories that the back of the ship imploded like when it was going down.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, if you look at pictures of it, it's messed up.
Even if they were alive, when it hit the ocean floor, they would have died.
Yeah.
Because it was going fast. Really fast when it hit the ocean floor. And that's why it's a mess now.
Oh,
because
yeah.
it shattered basically on the ocean floor and just spread everywhere.
The top half. The front half of the ship is in a way more better condition than the back half, too.
Yeah, well, I mean, the back half went down first, right?
No. Front half went
down
first.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But like that's why people say that like the back half imploded or like exploded in some kind of way, because it's so much more messed up than the front.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. There's a lot of pressure at the bottom of the ocean if there's air in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
dude, I really liked the long shot that we get of Ismay getting onto the lifeboat, and that officer like turning his head back and just looking at him like, okay, like you're really gonna do this? You're really not going down with your ship? And he just sits there looking forward. And they go back to him too a couple times on the lifeboats. He never looks back at the ship. Yeah. Like every time they go back to him, he's hearing it, and he just does it. He can't force himself to look at this great ship that he made. Yeah, that is done.
Yeah. So I feel bad for Ismay. Ismay was, if you guys did not know, he was one of the head chairmen of the White Star Line. And people dogged on him when he got back. A little bit rightfully so.
I would have too.
But here's the thing. He was in real life, he was seen the entire time on deck helping people onto the boats. Literally the entire time.
Yeah.
And right as soon as he got on that lifeboat, he looked around and was like, there's no one else here. There was no one else on the deck. So he got on the boat and left.
Well, Cameron didn't depict it that way.
Cameron didn't depict it that way because no one does.
Yeah.
Even like the original movies.
Night to Remember?
Yeah, like A Night to Remember, the movie that's been lost. Mm-hmm. There was a Titanic movie like 3 weeks after the news came back that it sunk. Mm-hmm. Insane.
Which is just wild.
You think James Cameron was trying to profit off of that?
Talk
to those guys.
I mean, what, 97, that would 85 years is probably enough time.
Yeah.
3 weeks is
insane.
Too soon, guys.
Yeah. But
some of the people on that ship hadn't had their funerals yet.
Yeah, like,
calm down.
But all of them portray Ismay as being this freaking evil guy.
Yeah.
And the conversation that he has with the captain about speeding it up is taken out of context.
Yes. Yeah,
100%.
I do know that.
Because someone else in that dining saloon heard the conversation happen, but I think Ismay was like, "That's not what we were talking about," or something like that.
Yeah.
So like, I feel so bad for him.
Yeah. There's just a lot of, because he claimed a lot of things in court, and you never know.
You
just don't know if he's telling the truth or not.
Yeah.
Because most of the people he's talking about aren't alive.
Yeah.
So you just can't.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever know.
If the captain was alive, I'm sure he would confirm things.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he went down with the ship.
No.
There was a thing that I heard, and it was just a video about Ismay and like what happened in his life afterwards. But he refused to talk about it at a certain point.
I mean,
and
fair.
Like, which makes sense. But like I think it was like a couple years before he had died, his granddaughter asked if he was ever on a shipwreck, and he said, he was like, "I was once on a shipwreck. I was once on the greatest boat in the world," and that was all he said. And I was just like, "Dang, dude,
yeah,
that's a bummer."
Yeah,
I feel so bad for him.
Coming back, he's not coming back to the same life.
No.
No one ever is going to ask him to make another boat.
Yeah.
Because of what happened.
Yeah.
And he's just going to be disgraced because he survived.
He didn't go down.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all that, like, while I was working on these notes, I was, like, I didn't know how to word it, but just, like, there's the feeling of seeing the people go down with the ship, like I don't even know if it's like I didn't even know what the word was. If it was like an honorable death or something, it just
it's dreadful. It's just dreadful.
Feels different, and like there's I don't even know if Ismay was wrong because he was just trying to survive, but at the same time it does feel wrong because it's his ship. Mm-hmm. But also, like,
what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, you just I wouldn't want to die either. But
yeah, freezing to death sounds like it would not be fun.
When you confront that, I don't even know. Like, but just speaking, like, Ismay versus Captain Smith.
Yeah,
I don't know, like, what the right decision is there. Like, morally, because I don't know. If there really weren't any more people, if he didn't see any more people that needed to get on the boat, why not?
Why not?
Like,
yeah.
If no one was there trying to get a spot on that lifeboat, why not?
Yeah. But, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like he still could have found people, but still, like...
But there's not enough time.
There's not enough time.
Yeah.
Like, he was... Like, it was, like, the last moments, on the ship.
It's just hard when you're, like, faced in those moments. And yeah, I don't know if Smith was right or if Ismay was right. Like, both sides of that, I don't know. It makes for a good story, a ship going... Or a captain going down with a ship.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either.
Yeah. It's just a really gray area of morality there.
Yeah.
But some things like the sliding doors between the lower and upper decks, those weren't intentionally locked. Like that was something they put in the movie.
Nice.
At least from the research that I did. They weren't ever intentionally locked.
Yeah.
Some of them might have been locked, but they weren't ever intentionally locked. And I think that was just a good way to like physically portray the difference between first class and steerage was those doors.
Yeah, those little gate things. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I really like the scene where Rose is on the lifeboat and she's looking up at Cal and Jack. Like that's really the moment. Like if there was any doubt in her mind, in Jack's mind, or in Cal's mind, what was happening, that was the moment where they were all like, okay, she's choosing Jack.
Yeah.
That's the moment where we're like, okay, she's choosing Jack. Because she jumps off, she runs back to him, and Cal loses it.
Oh, yeah.
Grabs the gun, tries to kill him. He's done.
Yeah, he's done. He gets in the water.
He does.
He gets in the water. That's not the grand staircase, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he gets in the water at, like, the bottom of the grand staircase. Like, calm down, homie.
Yeah. But he's such a beautifully written douche. It's just...
Oh, yeah. He's like, such a jerk. He like, naps that child to get on the lifeboat.
Cameron did such a good job with this because he sees her. He sees her crying.
And then walks away.
He walks by her. And he only goes back when he realizes that it can get him a spot on the lifeboat.
Yeah.
Like, he never thought twice about leaving her when it meant that he wouldn't get a spot. But when he realizes, oh, if I've got a kid, they're going to let me on this lifeboat.
Yeah.
He gets her, jumps on the lifeboat, and then, like, just like tosses her, like gives her to one of the women on the boat.
Yeah, and he does take her back at the end.
Well,
though.
yeah,
but like still, dude. But he's like, oh gosh, and he like looks back. He's like, I've got a child.
The only reason he's looking for Rose
is to get the diamond.
After like when they're on the Carpathia, the only reason he's looking for Rose is because he gave her the diamond.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, dude. Golly, he's such a jerk. But like, you gotta admit, I don't know the actor's name, but like,
Billy Zane.
Billy Zane. He looks like it.
Oh yeah,
he looks like it.
Well,
every expression.
I think he's a villain. He's in the Mummy. The Brendan Fraser. Mummy. Yeah.
Like he looks like he'd just be a scum of the earth, you know. Like
and the
hair too.
It's like
looks sick.
It's like
bad.
He paid
so much.
He paid $50 for that haircut, and that's $50 in 1912.
Oh yeah,
so
that's like $180,000 to $5,000 now.
Yeah, that's what a range right there.
I don't think they've inflation is inflated that much, but
but yeah. It's definitely an expensive haircut.
100%. But goodness gracious,
Jack and Rose would have never gotten off this boat. Had this been real.
Oh yeah.
Like when Rose went down to uncuff Jack, they would have died.
Yeah, 100%. That water's too cold. Plus the electricity is going on. They either would have frozen down there.
Like the water was I think it was already past those rooms at that point.
Yeah.
Like they would not have. As soon as Rose went down to the lower decks, she would have never come back up.
Yeah.
But we gotta have a
movie.
We gotta have a plot.
We gotta have the stupid ending scene where Rose says, "I'll never let you go," and then immediately lets him go. That's a generational eye roll from Carter over there. I'm sure you guys felt that too. Goodness gracious. I'll never let you go.
And then
let's go.
He proceeds to sink.
That's not how it works. maybe
yeah, why did Jack sink when there's 1,500 other corpses around him floating? How's that one work? Does Leonardo DiCaprio just happen to be more dense than the rest of the people?
Do you not remember the scene of him strapping rocks to his boots before he jumped in the water? That's why he wouldn't fit on the door, because he had boulders on his feet.
Okay.
Maybe his buddy that was crushed by the smokestack was grabbing on and trying to pull him down.
Not Fabrizio.
Dude, the smokestack's falling? Insane. Have you heard the story about the kid who watched it fall?
No.
Okay, so it was chaos, and I can't remember if he was in the water when it fell, but it fell like right in front of him onto his dad.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he survived?
The dad did not survive.
No, but the boy survived?
I think the boy survived.
Ooh.
Yeah, but like he
ouch.
Like I think he did survive, because I mean obviously.
Well, I didn't know if somebody if somebody else had seen him see his dad.
But like he said like later in like interviews and stuff that he was like I honestly just was like so surprised, because like not even because it just killed his father, but like that these great smokestacks on this grand ship fell so easily.
Mm-hmm.
And like that, it just baffled him, which it would baffle me too. Yeah. This is an insane thing that happened. Yeah. But still.
One thing about the smokestacks, they got the smokestacks right. Only 3 of them billow black smoke. The 4th one was not for it was like it was
semi-decoration.
It was I think it was the kitchen maybe.
It was one of the kitchens
like
and
kitchen space.
And well, it did funnel smoke.
Yeah.
But it funneled smoke from kitchens and the first class smoking room.
Yeah, cuz it was not black smoke. Most paintings and depictions have all 4 of them funneling black smoke.
Yeah, but the last one.
I think the 4th one was it was just decorative and for the kitchens.
Yeah. Which is honestly kind of funny on their part.
I mean it does look better with 4.
Yeah. I mean, like that was like the newer thing, cuz like they had smokestack wars, like the White Star Line and like other heading companies were like, we have 2 smokestacks, we have 3 smokestacks.
Well, the Titanic has 4.
And then the 4 smokestacks were like a big thing for like the is it the Olympic? Or like
I think so,
the ship before
the
sister ship. And like the 4 is like this big thing. And then one of them was just semi-fake.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, dude. Just looking from surface level. Not looking at the symbolism. Not looking at the story Cameron's trying to tell. Just surface level. I hate Rose.
She's the worst character.
She's
so.
Hold on.
Like okay, let Carter explain. Let Carter explain.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines of notes. that start with the phrase "I hate Rose."
Where is this? Where is this in your notes? Is it on the first page?
No, it is on the back. Yeah, the back of the first page.
Back of the first page. Let's see.
Okay. She's ungrateful for the life her mother, worked for.
Okay.
She cheats on her fiancé.
Yeah.
She claims that she would rather die than live with him or with her own mother because she gets off the lifeboat. She steals the diamond from Cal.
Yeah.
She never tells her mother she's alive. After she gets off the Titanic. Probably ruins her mom's life.
Yeah.
Cal ended up killing himself. So she ruined his life.
Yeah.
She killed Jack because Jack would have never been with her and probably, maybe would have gotten off the boat.
Maybe.
She dropped the diamond when she could have given it to Brock. And finally, this is why I hate the last scene so much.
I know where this is going because me and Carter have talked about this so much.
She chooses to spend the afterlife with her one-night stand, her 3-day fling, instead of her husband of probably 50-plus years who she had a family with.
Yeah.
Insane. Spends afterlife with Jack, who she knew for a day and a half.
Yeah.
What?
What are you doing, man? What the heck?
You married a guy and had a family with him, but nah.
Nah. Let's have young Leonardo DiCaprio.
And of course, it's the story of the movie. It's
so romantic.
Yes. But surface level,
man.
I hate her.
Yeah.
I hate her so much.
Insane.
The real villain of the Titanic.
Yeah, it's not the guy with the weird hair. It's
not the iceberg. Not the white Star Line. It's Rose.
It's Rose. Dun dun dun.
But yeah.
Yeah, Rose is terrible.
She's awful.
Insane.
So I have some more notes on the actual wreck.
All right.
Things that went wrong.
All right. Let's see how many things that I can debunk.
Things that I say went wrong that you're going to tell me actually didn't go wrong?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see.
My research might have been wrong. But
my knowledge on it might also be wrong, so we don't know.
They had weak wrought iron rivets that because they were easy to put in by hand. But they couldn't withstand a whole lot of pressure. So, some of the steel didn't crack.
Yeah.
Some of it actually bent, but the rivets came out, so the whole piece of steel just came off. 6 iceberg warnings.
There was that.
Was received from ships in the area.
Yep.
And only a couple of them got to Captain Smith.
Yeah. And
one of the things I read said that the telegraph room wasn't run by members of the crew. It was run by a corporation they had hired. It was run by separate people. And I'm not sure if that was true or not.
I don't know.
But a few of them reached Captain Smith and nothing was done. They didn't.
Yeah. They didn't
decrease the speed of the ship.
Yeah.
Which I think is one of the main things that got them in trouble. But even if they had, and these are some things these are things that they couldn't change. The ocean was really calm that night. Yeah. So they couldn't see braking lines on the icebergs. There was also no moon.
There was no moon, so it was dark.
So dark outside.
I don't know if the listeners they probably have been on a moonless night compared to a night with a full moon.
But even I don't think I've experienced that level of darkness because even here there's light pollution.
Yeah.
So I don't know out in the middle of the Atlantic.
There's been times where there's no clouds, no moon. So there's no light bouncing off of anything and it's so dark where I live.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it was super dark. The only reason they spotted the iceberg in the first place was because there was no stars where it was. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason. Mm-hmm. Insane.
And they didn't have any binoculars. The lookouts.
They did have binoculars. They just didn't grab them.
Oh.
There was this theory that there was only one set of binoculars on the Titanic.
The story I read said that they didn't have the key to where the binoculars were.
Yeah. That's false.
That the passing officer didn't give them the keys.
That's false. All of the main officers and lookouts had magnifying glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Is it an iceberg? It's Sherlock Holmes. Trying to find it.
It's an iceberg, sir.
That's an iceberg, sir. I can't say it, sir. But they all did have binoculars.
Okay.
I guess they just didn't have them on that night.
Yeah, for some reason they didn't have them.
Yeah,
because they didn't see it fast enough. Yeah, the ship only had lifeboats for about half of the people, which seems wrong, but it was perfectly legal.
It was perfectly
under
legal.
regulations at the time.
Thanks, White Star Line.
And of course, more lifeboats wouldn't have helped because they didn't even launch all of the ones that they had.
Yep. One of them was launched.
Well, it was like on the deck of the ship.
It was on the deck of the ship and
water
turned over.
Yeah, water just came up and like picked it up as the ship went down.
Yeah, imagine being on that lifeboat. Standing on top of an overturned lifeboat.
Sitting there.
Just like, well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm here. Many members of the crew and the passengers were unfamiliar with lifeboat procedures.
Yep.
Because I think the last lifeboat drill they did happened before they left Southampton. Mm-hmm. So they hadn't done one in a minute.
Yeah.
And most of the passengers didn't know the procedures.
That's why they started flipping out.
And this maybe helped, maybe also didn't. I'm not sure, but the passengers didn't know what was going on.
Yeah,
and that might have hurt them too because, like, it felt like the way Cameron was trying to depict it was a lot of the first class people just didn't care.
Yeah,
like they didn't believe the crew.
Yeah, because they were on the unsinkable ship.
Yeah, they thought it was a drill. They didn't believe what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it's nothing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, most of them were told to put their life vests on and get outside.
And
they were outside for a little bit, and then, like, they complained of it being cold, so they just went back inside.
Yeah.
And then once they figured out what was really going on, it was too late, and
all hell broke loose.
Yeah, it's just wild.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the actual wreck, man.
Insane.
Crazy.
Did you know?
Did I know?
Until they had actually found the ship in 1985.
That they thought it just sank?
That they thought it was one piece.
Yeah.
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 Insane. Because a lot of the people at the Titanic inquiries were like, it didn't break.
Well, yeah, because nobody could see it.
But people did see it. People were on the ship that survived when it broke.
Yeah, but nobody could see.
Yeah.
Like that's, and of course, that's one thing that the movie gets wrong, but you can't have the last hour be in complete darkness.
That's true.
But the people on the lifeboats,
they couldn't see.
They could see the lights on the Titanic. They could see them go out.
Yeah.
When it cracked, and then they could probably hear it.
They heard it.
But also, it's a shipwreck, so
it's gonna be loud.
Yeah,
and freaking metal screeching.
They probably just thought it was the smokestacks falling or something busting or something, not the ship cracking in half.
Yeah, but like,
and I mean, I'm betting a majority of the people on the ship who were there when it cracked did not make it.
Yeah.
To the hearings.
Yeah, but like, I think it's really interesting that like like the people that like heard it and were like, yeah, it broke in half. They were just shut up. They were like, no, it did. Like at the inquiries, people were like, no, it didn't.
Well, I mean,
break.
You've got to think they were probably still in disbelief that it even sank at all.
That's true.
But it was the strongest ship at that point. So the thought of it sinking in general is out.
Yeah.
And like doesn't make sense. But the thought of it cracking in half.
Yeah. Nah, I can't do that.
No, the sea's not strong enough for that.
Well, now, don't get too hasty with that assumption.
Actually,
another thing that I know, like obviously it was super super dark, but like it didn't lift before it broke, it didn't lift as high as James Cameron.
Well, yeah,
depicted
yeah.
it.
I mean, it just looks cooler,
It looks better,
and it allows for
a bigger splash
and scarier stunts too.
True.
More shock factor of the people falling and whatever.
But like, imagine being in the water and you're swimming for your life, and all of a sudden you see like not even it fall, but you see like the rudders and like the propellers on it
start raising up.
I would lose my mind. I know you probably wouldn't have been able to see it, but my gosh. And then seeing it fall,
or just like being in the water and it falling on you.
Yeah, like golly, that'd be a terrible way to die. Like that's insane.
But yeah. Want to get into some behind the scenes?
Yes, I do.
Okie dokie.
Behind the scenes stuff for this movie is so sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
So it was nominated for 14 Academy Awards and won 11 of them, which I think at the time it was the record for most amount of nominations. I don't think it was the record for most amount won, but it was only recently beaten this year by Sinners.
Nice.
Which got 16
That's
nominations.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, it held that record, and it was tied with La La Land and Return of the King until it was beaten this year by Sinners.
Yeah.
As of 2023, it's the fourth highest grossing film ever. At its release, it was the highest grossing film of all time.
How?
And the most expensive movie ever made.
I understand that part.
$200 million.
Pocket change for
I was about to say that's like Avengers Doomsday is going to cost like $1 billion.
Yeah.
How are they expecting to break even?
They don't.
This is the end of Marvel.
I understand why this movie was like a big deal.
Well, I get it too because I think it does it for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because you have the love story part of it, which
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of.
Me
But I
either.
also really love this movie because of the depiction of the wreck.
Yeah. Same.
So I
Like,
think
there's something for
I think it
everyone.
has a lot of those elements.
But like, I don't understand like why everyone was like this movie.
I mean, it stayed in theaters for 9 months.
There you go. Okay.
Like it had that much buzz
Yeah.
that it was in theaters for that long. Which is something that would not happen today because movies don't stay in theaters that long.
Yeah. Freaking like a month and a half maybe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe.
But I understand, but like I also just I don't you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Jack, Rose, Cal, Rose's mom, Brock Lovett, Fabrizio, and Tommy Ryan, Jack's buddy, the guy who got shot.
Yeah.
Were all fictional characters made up for this story. But generally everyone else but them
Were
real people.
Which is nuts.
Yeah, they were just fictional depictions of real people.
Yeah.
Molly Brown was real.
Yeah. Was she the one that's like survived like all of them?
I think so.
All of the crashes? There was
maybe.
There was a lady that survived
The unsinkable Molly Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy work.
Yeah. Yeah, she survived a couple of crashes, which is crazy.
Insane.
I would never get on a boat. Ever again.
I wouldn't either. The amount of carnage that she has seen.
Maybe it was her.
Oh no.
Conspiracy theory unlocked.
She
The unsinkable Molly Brown actually sunk all of those ships.
Dude, that's worse than like the freaking switch theory. That's dumb. Do you know about that?
Oh, yeah, that it wasn't actually the Titanic that sank.
Stupid.
That it was the Olympic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that theory so much.
Aren't there theories that there was like a fire on board or something and the ship sank because it like burnt up and
there was a fire on board on the Titanic, but I'm pretty sure they put it out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Plus, it was in the engine room. Like, it was in, like, the boiler rooms.
Yeah, it blew up the ship. Boom!
I don't think that's what happened.
Cameron shot footage of the actual wreck
Yep.
on 12 separate trips. a lot of the the opening shots where the treasure hunters are going down to the wreck, that is actually the wreck. Some of it is not, because some of it, like some pieces of the ship weren't as intact as they're depicted in the movie, just because they needed them to be depicted that way for the story. But yeah, he wanted to honor the people who died, so he spent 6 months researching the wreck and creating a detailed timeline that has been verified by historical experts.
Also crazy.
Yeah, the last hour of the movie in terms of the wreck is pretty darn close to being historically accurate.
Yeah. Even when it hits the iceberg, I know it took about 2 hours for the Titanic to sink in real life, and when it hits the iceberg in the movie, there's about an hour and a half of the movie left.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
Yeah.
It sank in real time. Semi.
Yeah, and we talked about that a lot of the characters, we know they died, we just don't know how they died. So Cameron
filled in the blanks,
molded those character deaths into his story.
Yeah. Which is cool.
So, Harland and Wolff, the Titanic's builder, opened their private archives to the crew, sharing blueprints that were previously thought lost.
Yeah.
Fox acquired 40 acres of waterfront in Mexico and began building a new studio on May 31st, 1996. A Horizon tank of 17 million U.S. gallons was built for the exterior of the reconstructed ship, providing 270 degrees of ocean view. The ship was built to full scale, but Lamont removed redundant sections of the superstructure and forward well deck for the ship to fit in the tank.
It was a little bit shorter,
with the remaining sections filled in with digital models. The lifeboats and funnels were shrunk by 10%. The boat deck and A deck were working sets, but the rest of the ship was steel plating. Within was a 50-foot lifting platform for the ship to tilt during the I read tilt and during in the same word.
I didn't know what a dilt is.
During the sinking sequences, the 60-foot 1/8 scale model of the stern section was designed by the naval architect J. Cantola using plans of the Titanic's sister ship, the RMS Olympic. Above the model was a 160-foot tall tower crane on 600 feet of rail track, acting as a combined construction, lighting, and camera platform. The sets representing the interior rooms of the Titanic were reproduced exactly using photographs and plans from the Titanic's builders. The grand staircase, which features prominently in the film, was recreated to a high standard, but widened by 30% and reinforced with steel girders. Craftsmen from Mexico and Britain sculpted the ornate paneling and plasterwork based on Titanic's original designs. The carpeting, upholstery, pieces of furniture, light fixtures, chairs, cutlery, and crockery, with the White Star Line crest on each piece, were among the objects recreated according to original designs. For the ship's interior, production designer Peter Lamont's team looked for artifacts from the era. The newness of the ship meant every prop had to be made from scratch.
Wow.
There's a lot going on.
There was a lot going on there. That was crazy, Carter.
Yeah.
Freaking cracked out everything.
Yeah, the set was
nuts.
Yeah. It was very meticulous. And so, of course, some shots of the Titanic were CGI, but they used the ship from the beginning of the movie as the base for it. So, actors that were almost given roles.
Oh, let's hear it, Carter.
This is Jack.
Okay.
Oh, these are considered / auditioned for. Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
Chris O'Donnell.
Okay.
Billy Crudup. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Jared Leto.
No.
Mark Wahlberg.
Oh gosh, even worse.
Ethan Hawke.
Ah, that's okay.
Christian Bale.
Fire.
And Paul Rudd.
Ugh.
Oh man, Jared Leto is Jack.
That would have been terrible.
This would not have been a highest grossing movie ever. People wouldn't remember this movie.
No, not at all.
It would have died.
Marky Mark and his Funky Bunch would have also been a terrible pick. I mean, I guess it was different in the 90s.
Coming from London with his Boston accent.
Yo, I'm gonna be on the Titanic. What are you doing, Mark? Goodness gracious,
dude.
Tom Cruise.
But like he was kind of like Top Gun had just come out. Mission Impossible had come out.
He's an action guy. This isn't an action movie.
Days of Thunder was out, so I mean,
they would have had to add some like explosions or something.
No, that's Titanic, directed by Michael Bay. Which would have had the entire ship exploding as soon as it made contact with the iceberg.
They're like, oh, we gotta get off the iceberg.
Bam!
Or gotta get off the ship. It's about to hit the iceberg. Everyone collectively jumps off of the ship.
In a 30-minute long slow-mo shot.
It's just Ismay
with My Heart Will Go On just looping in the background.
You got Ismay, you got the captain, Jack and Rose jumping. Everyone, like, it has to show every single person. Cal
is like slowly pulling a gun out of his jacket pocket.
Somehow he has time to shoot at Jack 7 times, and they're still halfway off the ship. It needs a slow shot of like all 2,000 people jumping off the ship.
No, my Heart Will Go On would not be the song. It'd be the Linkin Park song.
It'd be the Linkin Park song.
Duh.
What I done? Then the ship blows up. Roll credits. No need for what's the ending thing? An epilogue?
Yeah.
No need for an epilogue.
No need for that. Titanic.
Optimus Prime catches Jack. Remember, Jack. Don't go full speed into an ice field.
It ends with Optimus Prime's speech about icebergs.
Bumblebee's there.
Leave my ship alone.
Marky Mark could come back. He was on the ship the whole time. Dude, no. The Titanic would just transform.
I'm an inventor. Oh, man.
The Titanic would hit the iceberg, transform into freaking Unicron, and crush the iceberg, and then transform back, and then keep on going.
Yeah.
We're terrible people.
So Gwyneth Paltrow, Winona Ryder, and Reese Witherspoon were almost given the role of Rose.
Not as much as Jack, but
no.
That would have been cool.
I think Cameron knew he wanted Kate Winslet.
Yeah, she seemed to suit the role pretty well.
McConaughey was also almost given the role of Cal.
Nice.
Which wouldn't have been bad.
No, I don't think so.
And Reba was almost Molly Brown.
Reba,
which I can see.
I could see that. I liked Joe from The Office though.
Yeah,
she was pretty good
from The Office.
Did you ever watch Reba, like the show?
Yes, I love the show.
Yes, sir.
I love that sitcom.
That's a good sitcom. I haven't seen it in so long. It would play so.
I'm a survivor.
It played all the time in our house growing up. Like
it was
Hallmark movies, the news, freaking like. Murder mystery shows and like unsolved mysteries, and Reba.
Dude, she has a new sitcom that takes place in Knoxville.
It takes place in Knoxville.
The Bar, Happy's Place, is in Knoxville.
Nice. Yeah. I didn't know it was in Knoxville. I knew she had a new sitcom coming out.
They watch The Vols on multiple episodes.
Nice.
And like, there's one guy that like wears shirts of like Knoxville history, and one of the episodes, he wore a shirt from my grandpa's high school, which no longer exists.
Nice. They should have an episode with me running through Knoxville trying to get to Calhoun's on the river before the riverboat leaves, which is what happened to me.
We don't have time to get into this story.
I almost died. I'm too out of shape for this.
The poop deck was built on a hinge so that it could rise from 0 to 90 degrees.
Nice.
Like, as it did.
As it did.
Cameron built his Titanic on the starboard. What?
Starboard?
On the starboard side, as a study of weather data revealed, it was a prevailing north to south wind, which blew the funnel smoke. This posed a problem for shooting the ship's departure from Southampton, as it was docked on the port side.
Ruh-roh.
So they just flipped it.
Nice.
If somebody had to walk to the right in the script, they walked to the left in shooting.
Nice.
And all the props and costumes had to be reversed.
Nice.
That sounds awful.
That does sound pretty bad.
That sounds awful.
No, thank you.
So this is kind of crazy. But on August 9th, 1996, when they were on the ship from the beginning of the movie, like the treasure hunter ship, they were shooting in Canada, and an unknown person, suspected to be a crew member, put PCP into the soup that Cameron and various others ate one night. Like the drug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It sent more than 50 people to the hospital.
Wow.
Bill Paxton and Cameron ate to the soup and went to the hospital.
That's what's up.
Paxton left after that happened, so I guess they had all the shots they needed from Bill Paxton, because
apparently
he just dipped.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Cameron vomited before the drug took a full hold. One of the crew members reported that his eye was completely red, like the Terminator eye.
Sorry, my bad. I had to focus for that one. That was whew. Terminator eyes.
Yeah, one eye was completely red, like the Terminator eye.
Nice.
A pupil and no iris, like beet red. Like his eye was messed up. The Nova Scotia Department of Health confirmed that the soup had PCP, and the Halifax Regional Police Service announced a criminal investigation the next day.
That's pretty crazy.
The investigation was closed in February of 1999, though Cameron suggests it might have been a fired crew member that was behind the poisoning. The person was never caught.
Crazy work.
Yeah. So.
What a terrible thing to do.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
What the heck?
The frozen corpses were created by applying on actors a powder that crystallized when exposed to water, and wax was coated on their hair and their clothes.
You know me, and you know how
My
much
name's
that's. You know how much that scene messed me up.
Yeah.
That scene made me unfathomably upset.
Yeah.
Like, I thought about it for days and days, and sometimes I still do.
No, it's
terrible.
It's awful.
The scene that we're referring to, if you did not know, is a scene where they're like trying to look for alive people.
At the very end, only one of the 18 lifeboats that was launched came back to look for survivors, and they're like sifting through the dead people.
Yeah, it's a terrible, terrible scene.
It's awful.
It is so like I don't even know how to describe my feeling about that scene. I do not like it, but whatever.
Yeah. The climactic scene, which features the breakup of the ship directly before it sinks, involved a tilting full-size set, 150 extras, and 100 stunt performers. Cameron criticized previous Titanic films for depicting the liner's plunge as, quote, a graceful slide underwater.
It was not.
He wanted to depict it as the terrifying, chaotic event that it really was.
Yeah.
And I think he did a really good job of that. One thing that I forgot to mention, but I want it because just real people, real stories from the Titanic. The guy that when the ship is like all the way up at 90 degrees, when Jack and Rose are on top of it,
Yeah.
the guy who comes beside them, that's a real guy.
Mm-hmm.
He jumped. I don't know if he ever jumps in the movie, but I think he jumped. He ended up in the water either by jumping or just a boat going down.
Yeah.
But he survived. And people really don't know why. People don't know how. Like, he got in the water and survived. And
was it
the leading theory is
alcohol?
He was drunk.
Yeah.
And
I was going to say the alcohol consumption would make him warm up.
It would make him warm up, but also it tells your body that you're warm.
Yeah.
Which would turn off the part of his brain that signals his body to shiver.
Yeah.
Because shivering in cold air is good.
Yeah.
Shivering in cold water is
a
not.
different story. Yeah.
Because shivering in cold air, your clothes are warm.
Yeah.
So shivering, that friction between your body and your clothes creates heat.
Yeah.
Cold water, your clothes are cold.
Yeah.
And like it does nothing.
It does nothing.
Actually makes you like more wet and more susceptible to the cold.
Yeah.
But he didn't shiver. So
crazy.
But he survived in the water.
Yeah. That's insane. I saw, this is just other things, but like with the breakup, like the scale that they use, or like the model that they used is interesting. Do you know like what they did for that? Like, I can't remember. They used like a brittle metal, but what they would do is they would shoot it and like make it break, because it was a pretty big model too.
Yeah.
But they could do things and like put it back together and use it for another shot too.
Okay, cool.
So like they did like the breakup scene a couple times before they were like, this is good, which I find pretty cool.
Yeah. This is something that I thought was interesting considering how well it did, but critics give it an 88 and fans give it a 69. Which, of course, Rotten Tomatoes wasn't around when this movie came out, so that may be why it's skewed. But
yeah,
I'm IMDb 8, Letterboxd 3.8. So
nice.
Yeah, but now we get to the fun part.
The budget.
The budget.
Oh boy,
$200 million and a return of $2.2 billion. That's in
insane.
1997.
That's insane.
So, inflation, budget of $400 million, and a return of $4.6 billion.
Crazy work.
Yeah,
That's insane.
but it's also like more people went to the movies like that.
That's
It was
true.
it's just what you did. Like,
Yeah, it's what you did.
It doesn't. This would not be this successful today.
No.
Like, even if this released right now,
Yeah.
it just wouldn't be, because people don't go to the movies.
I do. We do.
Project Hail Mary maybe should be as successful as this, and it won't be because people don't go to the movies.
People don't go to the movies.
Like, it probably won't crack $1 billion because people won't go to the movies.
Yeah. Sad.
Yep.
Because it deserves it.
It does.
But, yeah. Well, Carter, what would you give this movie on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably like a 7.
I was going to give it a 6.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite, but it's not my least favorite.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
I don't know why. I had like a bias against this movie.
Honestly, yeah.
Like, I never wanted to watch it. The only reason I watched it is because I had to for class. And it's not like I don't like James Cameron. I mean, I've seen all 3 of the Avatar movies, and I'm one of the few people who still likes the Avatar movies. I liked the first one. I liked the second one. And I feel like I'm in the minority on that end.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against James Cameron. Terminator's pretty good. So
yeah.
I just don't know.
I mean, I was never allowed to watch it because of the nudity. But,
well, yeah.
Oh well. But yeah, that's the Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. The movie about the sinking ship.
Titanic.
So excellently named.
Yes.
Don't
forget about our email. You have comments or questions or
concerns.
Yeah, whatever.
Concerns about our health or well-being.
Yeah,
if you just want to ask us how our day was, that's also nice, I guess.
We have bad opinions at gmail.com. No caps, no spaces.
That's us.
We have bad opinions at gmail.com. Seth, you want to tell them what we're doing on the next one?
Is my pick, and I wanted to do something lighthearted and fun because this movie is definitely not that. We're gonna talk about WALL-E, because WALL-E's a great movie. It's my favorite Pixar movie, and it will probably remain that way. Why are you giving me that look?
It's not my favorite Pixar movie, but
What's your favorite Pixar
we can,
movie? Cars.
Ratatouille.
Oh,
Cars 2.
Cars 2 is fire. Oh,
Sorry, it just
yeah, we're gonna talk about WALL-E. It's
Uh-huh.
one of my favorite movies of all time, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Yep.
But that's what we're doing.
We will see you all on the next one.
Bye.